Hey, Northeast Florida, Roberto Paredes, RP Home Group, and today is Monday. And as usual, I like to share with you real estate news along with the facts, the numbers, the hard numbers of what's going on here in Northeast Florida in regards to the market. It's important that if you're thinking of buying or selling real estate, that you know what's going on so that you don't lose tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, first thing I want to start off with this disclaimer. Do not use Zillow zestimates as indication of value. It's not bad to necessarily kind of start your search. Oh, cool, this is what it says. But make sure you speak to an agent that has experience, has been doing this a while, that's named Roberto. But really, speak to an agent because two things. One is I had a client that I helped buy a house and they called me. They wanted me to help them sell a house. They called me up and canceled the appointment because they said an agent came to their house with a buyer and they said, we want to buy your house for its full value based off of Zillow's estimates. They agreed. He emailed me and said, hey, I'm going to cancel our appointment. And I asked why. And he told me why. I did a quick CMA because I remember what the house looked like. They only purchased it 2 years prior. And he lost about $35,000. $35,000. Right? He paid that buyer's agent's commission to represent the buyer and not him. He had zero representation. He thought he was doing the right thing, and I get that. But if when you go see a doctor, you hear bad news, get a second opinion. Just make sure that you're doing the right thing. I mean, that's a lot of money for him and his family that they left on the table. Besides that, we had a house that we sold, and we sold it for $150,000 more than the Zestimate. $150,000 more. All right. So it's important that you know this. And I'm starting off this video with that because Zillow, what they're doing now is that they're buying properties, right? They'll say, hey, this is an estimate of your home. We'll buy it for you for cash. Right. And then I just feel a lot of people are going to fall for that. Now, there is a convenience factor of it. We have people that are willing to pay cash for your property as well. So they're not the only person, company, organization that will do it. But Zillow has built a name brand. And I'm just worried that because of that, people are just going to sell their house and leave tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of $1,000s on the table that they weren't aware was there. Right. And then Zillow, what they're going to do is turn around and sell it or turn around and rent it out and then, make that money later on down the road. So just wanted to make sure you knew that. All right. So let's talk about numbers. What is going on here in Northeast Florida in regards to real estate? This is what we have. We have inventory, 2,386 homes on the market as of this morning, and it went down negative 2.37% week over week. We see a lot of red there. What does that mean? Inventory continues to go down. There is a big hole in our inventory, and it happened because obviously of COVID, less people put their house on the market. And now because of the low inventory, it's hard for people that are upgrading. First-time home buyers aren't necessarily having a challenge with this, although it is a competitive market when making an offer. But a lot of people that purchase maybe a $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 home and want to upgrade or make a lateral move somewhere else, it's a challenge for them because one, they might not be able to find what they're looking for. Two, they find it and it goes on the market, off the market, goes on a contract like that. Or three, they make an offer contingent on their house selling. And there are many sellers that aren't willing to accept that offer because there's too many moving parts, too many things can go wrong, right? It creates like a domino effect. So what do you do when you're a seller? You own a home, but you want to buy, you want to move somewhere, better school, you have a 3-bedroom, you want a 4-bedroom. Give us a call. We'd be more than happy to show you how we are able to help buyers, sellers in this situation. Well, buyers and seller, right? You're buying and selling. In this situation, in order to make sure that, you have a strong offer, that you're able to list your house and not only list it and get it under contract, because you'll see by the numbers, it's not hard to get it under contract in this market, but a lot of times you're leaving money on the table. And a lot of times you're getting it under contract, but you're not bulletproofing your offer, your contract. All right. And there's too many things that can go wrong in the middle. You want to make sure it closes. You want to make sure that all parties are aware of what's going on. So we've done this plenty of times, many, many, many times, especially in this market. So give us a call. We're more than happy to talk to you how we're able to get this done for our clients. All right. So then right here, next number is 440. So 440 is the amount of homes that went on the market in the last 7 days, which is up 33.74% week over week, which is great. Now you're going to see a mix of colors, right? Red and blue, red and blue. So that's been fluctuating quite a bit. To the right, you're going to see 6,413. That's how many houses are under contract. So that number hasn't changed too much week over week, but you see a lot of blue there, right? The amount of houses under contract has continued to rise, and our inventory continues to decline, right? And that's continuing to create our lower inventory. Then we have 236 here. This right here this represents the amount of houses that went under contract that that were listed in the last 7 days. So what this number represents really is just like how fast are homes going under contract as soon as they hit the market. So you're going to see, right here, when you go, back 53%, 68%, 64, 30%, 60, 46, 49. So in the last 7 months, you've had pretty much 100% increase of the percentage of homes that go under contract as soon as they hit the market within the first 7 days. So that just shows you that demand is there. It's not hard necessarily to get the contract. What is the challenge is to make sure that it actually closed, that you're not leaving money on the table, that you cherry pick the offer to make sure that you have the highest probability of success, especially if you are buying a property. And that's where you want to make sure you work with a seasoned veteran in real estate game that knows what they're doing, that knows the numbers, that knows and has a strategy. And ideally, their name is Roberto. But seriously, you want to make sure that you have a great plan to make sure not to leave any money on the table. All right. So besides that, today is March 1st. So we have some numbers for month over month. So week over week is a good kind of, just peek of what's going on and the probability and little fluctuations or whatnot. But month over month, taking a step back and looking at it will give us a clearer picture of what's going on. So if we look here, February, listings active 2,911. Year over year, there's been a change. Negative. It's down 14.38%. That's a big decline. January is down 15.32. Less homes on the market. And I feel it's those people that want to sell. There's a lot of people on the market. Zillow did a, they went out and asked a bunch of homeowners, would they sell? Why aren't they selling? And about 30% of them said that they want to sell. They just can't find anything to buy, right? So I feel like that's a big chunk of the market right there. And if you go back, look, it's 14%, right? In February, 15% in January. It was an uptick in December of 12.76%. But then, and I think that was just like an outlier. But then you have -3, -4, 7% uptick, -2. So January and February, our houses that have been hitting the market has really declined. I mean, double digits, 15 and 14% January and February. That's a number to pay attention to. That's a trend to pay attention to for sure. Closed. So right here we have 2,106, and then year over year, 2,398. So that's gone down 12.18%. And then if you look to see in January, it was less than 1% change. It was up 5%, up 12%, up 12%, up 17%. So August, September, October were up double digits, right? And then August, September, October were down single digits, right? So down as far as inventory, of listed, right? And then double digits of houses closing. And that's what's, continuing to create the situation that we're in right now. So it is an interesting time on the market. However, you just want to be prepared. If you're a buyer, you want to make sure that you have the strongest offer possible, the strongest hand possible. There's other little strategies depending on who's listing it. How to communicate, how to make sure you have a professional looking offer. I get people that just send offers without pre-approval letters, without things filled out properly. To me, that's an indication of maybe somebody that's not going to make sure that the deal's not going to fall through, right? It's just, they're not dotting their I's and crossing their T's. You want to make sure that you're working with somebody that's dotting their I's and crossing their T's. Everybody wants to make sure that this actually closes. So it's important that if you are writing an offer, you are presenting an offer that, you cover all the bases. That's critical, and making sure that you're working with a seasoned agent, an agent that knows what they're doing and that they're motivated and dedicated to your ultimate goal. So hopefully that was of value to you. If we could be of value to you, if you have any questions, make sure to shoot us a message. And as usual, thank you for introducing people that you meet, your neighbors, coworkers, family members that are thinking of selling their home. Our job is to be of value as much as possible, and take it from there. So anyway, hope everybody has a great day, and I will talk to y'all next week. Take care. Bye.